po si G. Tanji. Thank you for watching Kababayan Today. And today we are talking about The Mango Bride. It's the second novel of Marivi Soliven that deals with Filipino farm workers and taxi dance halls in the Depression era of California. Marivi Soliven has taught creative writing at the University of California in San Diego and at the University of the Philippines, my alma mater, UP. Her award-winning novel, The Mango Bride, inspired her to advocate for immigrant survivors of domestic violence. We'll talk more about that, but first, let's welcome her to Kababayan Today. Welcome back.
Thank you. Actually, I have to correct you. The Mango Bride was about domestic violence in immigrant communities. Taxi Dance Halls, that's in the second novel.
Oh, that's in the second novel.
Still unpublished. I'm sorry, yeah.
Okay, that's okay. Thank you for correcting me.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming all the way from San Diego.
Yeah.
We're very excited to talk about The Mango Bride because you will be in Los Angeles at Philippine Expressions
Bookshop.
Let's talk about your novel for people that have not picked up a copy.
Okay.
How would you describe the book?
Well, The Mango Bride is talking about mainly the Filipino diaspora. I mean, you know this. You came from the Philippines, you moved to the United States to get a better job and a better life. And so it follows these two women. One comes from a rich family and the other one from a very poor family. And it tracks them and how their experiences are different because they come from two very different parts of society. So the one who comes from the poor family is a mail-order bride, and she suffers from domestic violence and many other challenges, whereas the richer immigrant, Amparo, comes because her family sends her to the United States to escape some kind of scandal. And her experiences in the United States are so much more different from Beverly, who is the mail-order bride.
Okay, it seems so relevant and timely, especially in today's society. There was a very big uproar in the community recently because there was an NBC pilot that was called Mail Order Family. When you heard about this, what did you think?
I was outraged because I have spent since the book came out, the last few years fundraising for nonprofit organizations that support immigrant survivors of domestic violence. So what ended up happening was I had just come back from Anchorage, Alaska, where we had a fundraiser for immigrant survivors of domestic violence. And the day I got back, I heard that NBC had announced this was in development. And so I started a petition drive to please stop it. And after that, a friend of mine said, well, why don't you write an article about this for the establishment? So I did some research to find out who was this writer who suggested it. And it turns out that her father, who was widowed, decided that he wanted a mail-order bride. May catalog pa siya. And so she based all of her comedy, she turned into a comedy writer, off of this terrible experience. And so I thought, this is so awful. First, we're a country of perceived to be a country of maids. Now we're going to be perceived as a country of, mail-order brides. And so I wrote an article, and then I think ABS-CBN International in San Francisco picked up the story. They interviewed me, and many other members of the community, the Asian Pacific American Media Coalition, launched this, across ethnicities, move and advocacy to protest this show. And because there was so much outrage building up within the 3 days of their announcing it, they canceled.
Yes, which shows that when writers are able to put heart and mind to pen and paper, there is movement within the community.
Yeah, well, to be fair, not just writers, but members of the community.
Absolutely.
Across the board, Asian Americans, Filipinos, Latinos, we were all just no, this is so wrong. It's not like Sofia Vergara on the Modern Family, where she plays, kind of a cliched character, but at least she's a strong Latina woman. The idea of a mail-order bride being the butt of the joke, of the comedic premise of this whole show was just, masama. It was just so awful.
Oo, masama nga. But with The Mango Bride, you also won a palanca.
Yes.
For it. For kababayans that don't know what a palanca is, mga kababayan, parang yung Pulitzer sa atin, no?
Yeah.
How did it feel like to be awarded such a prestigious award for your work?
It was a big honor. I didn't think that I had a chance, but someone suggested, well, why don't you send it in? And I thought, well, I live here now, so I don't know. And so when they said that I had won, I was so proud. I was like, I can't not miss it. So I spent all of the prize money on a flight home just to attend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where can people get a copy of The Mango Bride currently if they can't go to Linda Nietes' bookshop in San Pedro?
Well, they can buy it on Amazon, obviously. Certain branches of Barnes & Noble carry it. Skylight Books in LA carried it for a while. Yeah, generally on like Amazon is the easiest, I would think. Although I really support like brick and mortar like stores.
Yes.
And of course the public libraries.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to talk to you about your advocacy that you're doing, because through your work, you're helping women in need, and not just women.
Yeah.
Diba? Mga kababayan natin na kailangan ng tulong. So when we return, we will talk about the Saving Beverly campaign, of course, with our writer of The Mango Bride joining us, Marivi Soliven. We'll be right back.